Hey fans of M&A, thanks for tuning in to another episode of M&A Sports Radio, and if you haven't already, please hit subscribe on your favorite podcast app.
While you're in there, leave us a rating, add a comment. We appreciate the feedback. Thank you for tuning in, M&A Sports Radio. On tonight's M&A Sports Sit-Down, Michael Phelps over the weekend finishes his swimming career Olympically with 28 medals in total, 23 gold. Now has 13 individual medals. We talked about it on the show. That's the most for an individual in any event since Leonidas of Rhodes. I believe it was 164 BC.
Boom.
The fact that
History.
there's a record of that and the fact that someone ever broke that is incredible to me. His legacy, I think, is something that we'll never forget. And I just kind of wanted to take some time here and put into a sit-down, kind of go back and forth here and see where you think he stands.
I'm glad you mentioned the Greek athlete. Just want to let the fans know, got a lot of history sit-downs lined up. Go through ancient Greece, ancient Rome. No, I'm just kidding. No, but Phelps, everyone knows where I stand with Phelps. I think he's one of the greatest of anything. Where I put him with Ali. It's 1-2, if not 1A, 1B right now. Phelps has just absolutely dominated. He's taken on so many rivals. He's bested them, even though sometimes they've bested him, but he often gets the last word. He's an unbelievable swimmer. For him to come back to these games after a good London performance, but certainly not his best after 8 for 8 in Beijing. For him to win 5 gold medals this time around and 1 silver is a joke.
I said it. He looked better. He looked better than he did in London, for sure.
He's insane. He's absolutely out of this world.
And what other way could he go out? I almost don't want to see him coming back for 2020. It'd be amazing if he did it.
I don't want him to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to see him get even if he got 3 bronze and a silver and a gold.
I was afraid for him in Rio because I didn't want to see him get beat.
Because when he first came back, he was getting beat.
But he goes 5 homers and 5 gold medals and 1 silver. What a run here.
Is he your top Olympian of all time?
Yes.
I heard an interesting comment.
Rizzioni is top on the Mount Rushmore. Jim Craig.
I'm talking the totality of the Olympics.
Jim Craig.
Is what the Summer Games is what Usain Bolt did harder than what Michael Phelps did.
Good question.
Because the reality is there's not that many events in track, so he can't even compete in that many if he wanted to.
The 100 is the prime event. But the thing about Phelps is
he's going for
Phelps makes racist events. The 100 was already wait a second. The 100 was already a big deal before Usain Bolt. Don't
change the game though.
But listen to me, was it or not the track big highlight?
Fastest man in the world, fastest sprinter, yeah.
That being said, Michael Phelps in the pool has made races that no one's ever cared about big deals.
My thing is, our lifetime,
point.
We've seen Jesse Owens, guys like that in the past with track, a Michael Johnson, stuff like that. You have a very fair point saying that with Phelps, but now that Phelps is gone, will there be an ex-swimmer? We know there'll be in the men's realm.
Probably not.
That's what I'm saying. So that kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, and he's the greatest. And Bolt is a guy that...
He's the greatest sprinter of all time.
Sure, absolutely. And if he gets this 200, he's one of the greatest Olympians ever, of course.
But is he better? Is Phelps above him in your realm? I want to see
I think so.
I think so, too, because the 23 gold medals. I was trying to break you down there a little bit. You're starting to sweat a little bit.
Bolt,
not only because the heat.
It's so hot anyway. Let's be honest. But, no, Bolt is a guy that has just done so much for one country that Jamaica was never really known for this kind of sprinting
other than the bobsled team.
I pull into Kingston in the cruise ship. We go on the taxi to Montego Bay. I ignored that because I was thinking about this. The guy, our driver drove us past Usain Bolt's high school. There's people sprinting there in the middle of the summer. It was awesome. It was really cool to see. So, they take so much pride in him in the island. Bob Costas gets in trouble for comparing him to Bob Marley the other night, which was funny. But the Bolt Phelps thing, I'll stick with Phelps. I'll recognize Bolt as one of the greatest ever, of course, though.
Couldn't agree more. I think the reality of the situation is Michael Phelps is the greatest Olympian of all time.
And think about the moments, obviously with Bolt winning and doing the Thunderbolt pulls, whatever. But Phelps, the out touches at the wall, the relay when he needed to go 8 for 8, when one of the relays out touches the French guy. I mean, it's a joke.
By
all
a
the
finger,
moments,
yeah,
all the moments he's had in the pool where you look at this guy and you're like, oh, he needs a big turn. Rowdy Gaines, he needs a big turn. There it is. Right? Yeah. Michael Phelps takes the lead. Dan Hicks screaming. I mean, there's so many moments with this guy. I mean, he's a guy, and we talked about it last week. When he's in a big race, you expect him to win. How many people in their respective sports, when they get to the top, can you say, okay, they're going to win this? Not many.
And it always felt like, as nervous as you felt, it never seemed like anyone
always
else.
Confidence, though.
Think about I got a silver. 5 gold, and I got a silver. And that's what makes this crazy. He's got, of the 28 medals, 23 are gold.
Unbelievable. It's a joke. 13 individual.
Unbelievable.
Come on.
A career that started in 2000, ends in 2016. Michael Phelps, and a legacy that will forever be ingrained, part of the Olympiad. And what more can we say? That's all we have for you tonight on this M&A Sports Sit Down.
Unbelievable outfit.
Thank you for joining in. See you guys.